Okay, so we're on to day 4 now, and or we're really solving two steps equations using multiplication or division, but this one we're going to use division. So they're going to look a little different than they did yesterday. So still same goal, get x to be by itself. So we want to get 2x, so we have to really look at that 4. And that 4 right now, so we have to get rid of the 4. And the 4 is being added to the 2x. So to get rid of the 4, you must do the inverse. So the inverse of addition is subtraction. Very good. So we're going to subtract 4. 4 minus 4 is 0, so it cancels out. And 8 minus 4 is 4. Now we're back to a one-step. Remember, goal is to get x to be by itself. So the operation between 2 and x is multiplication. So they're multiply. To get rid of this, we must do the inverse, and the inverse of multiplying is division. So I'm going to divide by 2. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. And we can check ourselves to make sure this works. So 2 times 2 plus 4, does that equal 8? 2 times 2 is 4. 4 plus 4 equals 8, and 8 does equal 8. All right. Over here, same goal, get w to be by itself. So we really must get rid of the negative 6. So the 6 is negative. To get rid of the 6, we must do the inverse. And the inverse of being negative would be positive, or the operation really is addition. So I want to add 6. 18 plus 6 is 24. Then we're on to our two-step. So remember, negative 3 and w are multiplication. They're multiply. We want to do the opposite, which is division. So I'm going to divide by negative 3. Divide by negative 3. 24 divided by negative 3 is negative 8. And we can check to make sure our math makes sense. So negative 3 times negative 8 is positive 24. Negative 6 plus 24 equals 18, and 18 does equal 18. All right, then we're on to our next. So let's look at these two problems. We want to add 12. Add 12. We'll have 48 equals 6x. Divide by 6, and x equals 8. And we can check. We always want to make sure we check. 6 times 8 is 48, minus 12. And that definitely equals 36. Try over here. We subtract 17. 9 minus 7 is 2. 6 minus 1 is 5. And we have negative, so we want to divide by negative 4. Remember, our goal is to cancel it out. And we have to divide by 52 divided by negative 4. And if we don't know that, we want to just use our long division. Remember, we're not going to be getting calculators for this. So we want to be able to do this with any tool we have. So negative 13, because we have our negative. So w would equal negative 13. And we can check. Negative 4 times negative 13 plus 17. Negative times a negative equals a positive. And 52 plus 17 equals 69. So we're good. So problems like we did yesterday that we should be pros at. Remember, get y by itself, so we have to add 11 first. So we get 18, negative y over 6. And we got to multiply by negative 6 because I want my variable to always be positive. And we have 18 times 6, 8 and 4. 6 times 1 is 6. 6 plus 4 is 10. And remember, we're multiplying by a negative, so this has to be negative 108. And over here, we can subtract 18. Okay, so since we're going to subtract negative 35, we're getting smaller. We can really think about adding these numbers together because we wouldn't have any zero pairs. So that would be 3, 4, 5, negative 53 equals z over 3. And we can multiply by 3. And we can do 53 times 3. 15, and remember it's negative, so z equals negative 159. And we can check this. Negative 159 divided by 3 equals 53, or equals negative 53, negative 15 plus negative 53 plus 18 equals negative 35. Next step, you want to glue both of these notes into your notebook. And you can glue it like this and glue it like that. And that is using two-step equations using multiplication.